Shit.
For real. Let it go.
What happens when loyalty turns into betrayal and legends clash with rising stars? Floyd "Money" Mayweather, the undefeated icon who redefined boxing, is facing one of his most explosive challenges yet, not from a fighter in the ring, but from someone he once considered family. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the prodigy Mayweather groomed for greatness, has gone from protégé to rival, and this time it's personal. At the heart of the chaos is Calvin Ford, Tank's former coach and the man who shaped his career, now teaming up with Floyd under Mayweather Promotions. A public confrontation between Floyd and Tank turned into a fiery argument that erupted into an all-out brawl, leaving the boxing world stunned. This isn't just about pride, it's a battle for power, legacy, and control. Buckle up, because this story is full of drama, punches, and shocking revelations. It all began with a business decision, or betrayal, depending on who you ask. Calvin Ford, the coach who stood by Gervonta Davis through thick and thin, recently made headlines for joining Mayweather Promotions. While the move seemed strategic for Calvin, it felt like a knife in the back for Tank.
He been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left. And unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off this.
Why? Because Calvin isn't just any coach, he's the man who helped turn Tank into a knockout artist. From the gritty gyms of Baltimore to sold-out arenas, Calvin and Tank were an unbreakable duo. But now, Ford's allegiance with Floyd has created a ripple effect no one could have anticipated.
To you, as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him, you're training him all the time, you know him, both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
Tank has always been outspoken about his rocky relationship with Floyd, accusing him of being controlling and dismissive of his growth. Adding Calvin to Floyd's camp felt like the ultimate betrayal, and Tank wasn't going to stay silent about it.
Me since I was 7, I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left. And unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long.
The confrontation between Floyd and Tank began at a public charity event in Las Vegas. What was meant to be a peaceful gathering quickly turned into a spectacle. Tank confronted Floyd in front of the cameras, calling him out for signing Calvin Ford to his team. Davis reportedly shouted, "You took the one person who had my back. You can't stand to see me win without you." Floyd, never one to back down, snapped back, "I made you. Tank, don't forget who gave you this platform. You think Calvin's going to help you beat me? Keep dreaming. As the argument escalated, the crowd grew tense. Witnesses described the exchange as explosive, with both men shouting over each other. Tank accused Floyd of sabotaging his career out of jealousy, while Floyd claimed Tank was ungrateful for everything he had done for him. No surprise there. Floyd has always been vocal about how ungrateful Tank is.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly.
It didn't take long for the verbal exchange to turn into a fistfight. Things escalated dramatically when Tank pushed Floyd, and all hell broke loose. Members of both camps jumped in to separate them, but it wasn't long before punches started flying. Video footage from the incident shows Tank swinging at one of Floyd's team members, while Floyd himself was held back by security.
Hey, motherfucker, motherfucker. Bitch, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker. You crazy? I know the fuck these niggas playing with. I don't play your motherfucking face. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up.
Calvin Ford, who was present at the event, tried to defuse the situation, but ended up becoming the target of Tank's anger. "You're a sellout," Tank yelled at his former coach. The brawl lasted several chaotic minutes before security stepped in to break it up. No one was seriously injured, but the damage was done, both to their reputations and their already fractured relationship.
Waiting to sit down and talk to him one-on-one, saying what his mental at. Whatever he want to do, I just prepare him for it mentally.
In the aftermath of the fight, Tank went live on Instagram to address the situation, speaking directly to his fans without holding back. "Floyd's always been about control. He can't stand that I'm doing my own thing," Tank said. He also hinted that his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach has been overshadowed by the drama. "I should be focusing on my next fight, but instead I'm dealing with this mess. They're trying to break me, but I'm built for this. This feud between Floyd and Tank is more than personal. It's a clash of ideologies." Floyd represents the old guard, a methodical businessman who controls every aspect of his empire, while Tank is part of a new generation of fighters who value independence and authenticity.
Like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
But as the dust settles, one question looms large. What does this mean for Tank's career? With Calvin Ford now in Floyd's corner, Tank faces a unique challenge. Not only is he up against Lamont Roach in his next fight, but he's also battling the narrative that he can't succeed without his old team. Let's break down this fight for a second. Lamont Roach is no joke, and there's a lot at stake. Gervonta Davis is the king of knockouts. His record speaks for itself, undefeated with an impressive number of stoppages. Most recently, we all remember that brutal body shot that crumpled Ryan Garcia like a lawn chair. Tank doesn't just knock people out, he makes a statement every time he steps into the ring.
Dude, see what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shaver was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of competition.
Yes,
he was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that.
And that's what makes this fight so interesting. Tank is coming in as the heavy favorite, but let's be real, this isn't just about winning. It's about proving to the world that he's still at the top, that nobody in the division can touch him. But you know what this also means? All the pressure is on him. Now, Roach might not have the one-punch knockout power that Tank does, but he's a master of the technical side of boxing. He's a counter-puncher with incredible footwork. And he knows how to frustrate aggressive fighters like Davis. Roach has been studying Tank's style. And during the face-off, he made it clear that he's not here to be just another highlight on Davis's record.
In the ceiling, but nothing is feeling like anyone has any fucking ability to even stick to a subject is killing me. The inability to pin humility. The back hole. On the freaking minute, got me thinking of finishing everything with a seed a minute, and reaping the benefits. I'm asleep at the Pelican as I'm thinking about an evil intent of another feat. I'm killing it. Cause even if I gotta end up needing a Pelican, even.
And with Calvin Ford out of the picture, it will be interesting to see how Tank approaches this fight with a new coach. Tank's new coach is Derek James, a guy who knows his stuff. Get this, Derek James actually has a history with Tank, having trained Frank Martin, Tank's most recent opponent. Here's where it gets wild. James has been studying Tank for a while. He knows how he fights, but instead of finding ways to stop him, he's now been called in to train him for his next fight.
He's got,
right,
man.
He's a good fighter, yeah.
He was a Golden Gloves champ from Indianapolis, right?
That's right. National Golden Glove champ, yeah.
Yeah, man, and he's got some skills, dog. Like, I was like, that's a good one to add to the squad if you're going to add one.
How old is he?
I think he's like 26.
Okay.
So he's still young.
Yes, young.
Yeah.
Still, and listen, this thing about it, he's still getting better. He's still, because this is our third fight together. So you got to understand that, like, once he gets everything I'm telling him, the growth process, he's going to be amazing. And listen, he may be fighting for a world championship pretty soon, so.
I was going to say, I wouldn't mind watching him and Gervonta Davis, right?
Yeah, the same way,
Yeah, like
they sparred before the same way, same way.
Oh, they have sparred before?
They sparred before, yeah.
How'd that go?
I don't know how I went.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
What you think about Gervonta Davis?
I like him. I like him as an individual, man. I like him. I know him, and I like him. I think it'll be a good fight. I think that Frank matches up pretty well.
Yeah.
But most of the guys that Gervonta, I think, will be probably.
From Ford to James, it's only a matter of time before we find out if it's an upgrade or a downgrade. For Calvin Ford, the decision to join Mayweather Promotions has been a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's an opportunity to work with one of the greatest minds in boxing. On the other, it's cost him his relationship with Tank. We've come a long way from Ford standing by Tank and criticizing Floyd to now joining Floyd's team.
Floyd situation, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, It's a rocky road that we saying what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story's gonna reveal itself. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man. They can't stand it, Calm is I don't like using that word calm, but our Lord knows. He knows.
So why would Calvin Ford, who has always stood by Tank's side, make this sudden move? Ford has been surprisingly quiet about it, but insiders reveal that he views it as a unique opportunity for his career.
He never got trainer of the year when Floyd was fighter of the year. His dad never got trainer of the year. So, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets his shot.
Floyd's empire is massive. And joining Mayweather Promotions opens doors to more fighters, greater visibility, and opportunities for bigger matches than Ford could have ever imagined.
So his lifestyle, he may be friends with the guy that fights that fights in the main event, but he can't live the same lifestyle that the main event fighter.
But this isn't just about advancing his career. Word on the street is that Ford might be feeling some type of way about Tank, especially after all the recent chaos, from legal drama and courtroom appearances to Tank's roller coaster personal life making headlines.
Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask me about her.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's okay. She's with somebody.
Okay, listen, I get you that you're upset, but we can't just...
Signing with Mayweather Promotions could be Ford's way of moving forward with a professional team that offers stability, something Tank hasn't always been able to provide.
Didn't have a chance to focus 100% on boxing. You know, one day you're worried about the position that your family is in. You worried about your living condition.
So how's Tank taking all this? Not well. No shocker there. Sources close to him say he feels completely betrayed, seeing this as Ford officially siding with Floyd over him. Word is, Tank was already upset over whispers that Ford was giving Floyd private training tips. And now with this signing, it's like pouring salt on a fresh wound.
Boy, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And
as the feud between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the boxing world has never seen drama like this. What started as a professional disagreement has turned into a full-blown war, with careers and legacies hanging in the balance. But you have to wonder, what really soured things between Tank and Floyd? These two used to be extremely close, so what happened? Let's break it down. Floyd Mayweather allegedly hired people to ambush Tank during his runs. Yes, the one-time Tank was unarmed. Floyd pounced. And it gets worse. Floyd reportedly spied on him and even tipped off Tank's old opponent, Frank Martin, about his whereabouts. Having worked with Tank for years, Floyd knew all his moves and shared them with Frank Martin as well. That betrayal hit Tank hard, and he didn't take it lightly.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drive by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll picture him.
But here's the kicker. Tank dropped a major bombshell. Let's unpack it. We all know Floyd Mayweather is a boxing legend, but he's also fiercely protective, especially when it comes to his family. His daughter, Yaya Mayweather, has been in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons, including her roller coaster relationship with NBA YoungBoy. And now, there's even more drama brewing, and it's juicy.
We were having a simple conversation that happened to be on live, and I said what I said.
Enter Gervonta Tank Davis, Floyd's star protégé, who's been dominating in the ring. But lately, it seems Tank has been making headlines for more than just his punches. Rumor has it he and Yaya Mayweather had a secret affair. And who dropped this bombshell? None other than Ryan Garcia.
I already knew about all that. Once Gervonta fucked Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not even that's not something I'm exposing.
So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.